It's your night. It's your night. You can say whatever you want.
But before we start, first off, I'll be fast. I think that "let's go" means let's hurry up and get this over with. So I'll be quick. I'm the most unpopular guy in the room. I'm the guy that's keeping everyone from an open bar and storytelling. So we'll speed this along.
Well, what time is it?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, we're right on time, my man. We are right on time. All right. Okay. Yes. This is your night. This is your moment. One of many. You win the Gagliardi Trophy, John, the wins record, national championship. Take us back to what that season was like for you as, 21, 22 years of age?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys mentioned this, football especially is a team sport. I was lucky enough to be a part of some really great teams and some, St. John's football has had some really great times, but 2000 through 2003 was a great run. 2000 we kind of lose a squeaker to Mount Union in the Stag Bowl. The next year we go to the Final Four and lose in the semifinals. The year after that we go to the Final Four and lose in the semifinals. And then my senior year we finally win the national championship. So first of all, some really great teams, and to sprinkle in John setting some records that probably will never be broken. It was a magical time for sure.
Pretty, what game isn't talked about is the St. Thomas game from the year. Not talked about much. I mean, 409, but that Tommy game, I think it ended up 15-12. That was as hard fought a St. Thomas St. John's game as I can remember.
Well, and I think a perfect testament maybe is to this year's football team, right? They have some high expectations. No pressure there, Gary, but some high expectations, and they've had some games where they've had to squeak a couple out, and we had the same thing in 2003 where we didn't unfortunately play perfect every game, and you got to win those ones where you're not firing on all cylinders.
You're very big, and the crowd at the game today heard some of the things you're involved with. How much of that comes back here to St. John's? Because you have launched some companies that are all about helping other people.
Yeah, a couple things with that. First off, just being at St. John's and going to school at St. John's, I think that was really instilled very early on. And I was a biochem major, and you have labs a couple times a week, and I remember kind of stressing, oh, crap, I'm going to be late for football practice. I probably can't do these labs. And John and the coaches right away were like, no, hustle up, get your pads on, run out to the field if you're 15, 20 minutes late, and so this balance between, football, academia, the community was always, really set in place. And I think, John's taught all of us a lot of lessons, and as I age here, one of the biggest things I think that he's taught me, and I've been lucky enough to have really two teachers in this. It's been John and my mom, who's with us, is just retired after almost 50 years of teaching. Is they've been able to make some amazing impact on thousands and thousands of people with just one person. And so I think that's something that I take from my mom and I take from John, and I'm trying to carry forward and do my best in that area.
Do you get to talk to many of the football players on this year's team? Do you try to, I'm sure Gary has had you at different times probably talk to the team, and what kind of lessons do you try to instill in them?
I think, yeah, I have had some opportunities to get to know them, and again, that is part of the great culture of St. John's athletics. Is it's so intergenerational. There's so many people in this room from the 63 team, from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s that have been so influential for me, and I hope to try to be able to pay that back and try to pay it forward in some way. First and foremost, for the kids that are in college, just enjoy it. Those are great years. Enjoy it and breathe it in, whether it's running out for a football game or whether it's, being in Tommy Hall as a freshman. I was in Mary Hall, by the way, but yeah. But yeah, breathe it in. Enjoy every minute of it, because it's a great time in your life.
Well, Blake, congratulations, and you are the last inductee for the night, and welcome to the Hall of Honor.
One more thing. Sorry. One more thing. Politicking, for those of you in the room that are voting for the next class. Tom Burnett Jr., football player at St. John's. It's this is the Hall of Honor, and they talked a little bit about that. It's one thing to have honor by, catching a couple touchdown passes against Hamlin. It's another thing to have honor by, sacrificing your life in terms of taking down a plane on 9/11 to save thousands of people. So think about that for the next year.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Blake. Blake Elliott into the SJU Hall of Honor.